computer. Good morning, everybody. This is Dennis Lindsay. I'm here with my good buddy Kyle Rush from Guild Mortgage in Carson City. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing fantastic, Dennis. How about yourself?
Good. So I thought this month we would talk a little bit about, the interest rate increase, what you're seeing about it, and I got three basic questions. So let's just get started.
Let's do it.
The interest rates we all know have risen. We all know probably why. And what are the rates today? Are they staying constant? Are they going up? Are they going down? Or what's happening in your market?
Great question. So the market's still real volatile. We're still seeing swings up and minor swings down. I think the overall graph would still be a pretty linear movement up for interest rates. We saw probably the biggest spike right before 4th of July, and things tailed back a little bit right after 4th of July. Right now, depending on credit, down payment, whether you're going with a conventional or an FHA loan, rates are going to range in the mid 5s to low 6s, depending on the buyer. So still a great rate environment. We think really rates weren't that far away from that point within the last 10 years. So we've been through this market before, and rates, I think they stand to probably be a little more volatile. Next week, we have a big announcement from the Feds where we expect them to increase the short-term rate by 3/4 of a point. That's important to understand. The short-term rate really doesn't play into mortgage rates. In other words, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac kind of have a good understanding of what the market's going to do by the time the Feds do it. So the short-term rate we see next week, as long as the Feds do a 3/4 point increase, it may shake up the market a little bit, but it shouldn't have drastic impacts on mortgage rates. It's going to be more impactful on things like home equity loans, credit cards, and car loans.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's good news. So with these rates being, increased, are you seeing any downsize or any shortfall in buyers coming to qualify for a loan? Or
there's pros and cons to this market, Dennis. I think one thing that's been very apparent is I think people are enjoying summer, and power to them, man. It's been a rough couple of years, so we've seemed to slow down a little bit, and I think it's more because people are out at the beach, they're out camping, they're out having fun, and we've all wanted to do it for the last couple of years. So I think this economic interruption we've had has kind of bolstered people to getting out. So yeah, I think that the market is still a great time for a buyer, because here's the difference of the market today versus say 6-8 months ago. If you're a buyer right now, you are not competing against 25 other offers that are going 5 to 10% over. We've already seen seller credits in the last few weeks. We've seen price reductions. So buyers that are willing to jump on and go after right now have a real good chance of getting it, where over the last couple of years, you were fighting a pool of people that all wanted the same property. So I think your opportunity is much greater. And one of the things I always like to say with mortgages, Dennis, especially when we're in a weird rate environment like this, is marry the home, date the rate. We know that rates will always change. Will they be in a position of where your buyer can refi? We don't know. We can't guarantee that. But if you look at the market, it always works in cycles. So more than likely, we'll see another downward cycle at some point in time. And if you're renting, you're paying 100% interest, right?
Yeah.
You own, you're paying less than 7, less than 6 in some cases. So still a great time to buy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you were around, but I remember in my day, when I was up in Tahoe, the rates hit 22%. Ouch.
Right?
Yeah.
So seeing things that are in the
that.
6% range still sounds great.
Yeah, exactly. So the last question I have for you and for the listeners out there, we heard about those adjustable rate mortgages way back when. Then they kind of went away with the interest rates being very affordable. Are they coming back now?
They are back. And I think that an adjustable rate mortgage is a great product, but you have to have an in-depth understanding of how the loan works. There's triggers in that loan that you really have to be aware of. So an adjustable rate mortgage is not a bad idea in a short term, right? In other words, most of your adjustable rate mortgages are 5, 7, or 10 years of a fixed rate period. Thereafter, the interest rate starts to adjust. Me personally, I still feel that interest rates are good enough now that I would be choosing a fixed rate over an adjustable rate. And a lot of that's based on the mathematics of how an adjustable rate is calculated. A lot of those indices that support adjustable rates have been bottomed out for a really long time, which means they're going to move up. So I think if you play the adjustable rate game, you need to be very knowledgeable and do your research on the product. And B, it's a short-term opportunity where at some point in time, you're either going to be selling and getting out of that adjustable rate or refinancing it over to a fixed rate.
Good. Okay, well, I think that wraps it up for me. I'll get this posted up on Facebook. If anybody needs to get a hold of my good buddy Kyle, how can I reach you, Kyle?
Thanks, Dennis. My name is Kyle Rush with Guild Mortgage, mortgage licensing number 359230, and you can reach me at 775-885-6892.
Dennis Lindsay with Corcoran Global Living, 530-318-2369. Share this, you guys, when you're out there to your Facebook page. Let these people know about the interest rates. Good talking to you, Kyle. We'll talk again next month, bud.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right, see ya.